Hello everyone, I'm back. My name's Dan Pelly, inspirational speaker for suicide awareness and prevention. Been thinking about this theme for a long time and let's get right to it. The theme of this video is going to be deadlock, pain, and victory. And we'll go over all three of those because we're all deadlocked one way or another. I'm definitely speaking to people on the other side that have suicidal tendencies, depression, need medical help, mental illness. I'm not a medical doctor, but I've been through two suicide attempts and I've come a long way to get to this point to try to help others. And what I'd like to start with when it comes to deadlock is when we get to these points in our life, and it could be for just people that are not suicidal, you'd be deadlocked on a job, financial, health, whatever's going on. But I'm specifically talking about suicide. When we're deadlocked and we're in a position that we can't move and we're stuck and we're just so downtrodden and we're depressed and some clinically depressed and schizophrenic and mental illness and everything that's going on in one's life. This deadlock is very serious because there's no movement in your life. You're not getting out of bed, you're not washing, you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing and being productive in your own life and things that you could be doing for yourself. But I'm living proof. I came out of it. I had some serious issues and I had serious clinical depression. I would have never thought. Right up till I was 39 years old, I was go-getting and a leader and running real estate offices and just never thought. Divorces, business loss, whatever tragedy or something that happens to you that's shocking to your life can put you into depression. So this deadlock, when I was in my depression, was very paralyzing. That's the word. Debilitating but paralyzing, where you got to a point where you couldn't break out. And it was a serious matter because as you stayed in that deadlock and you were there, you couldn't move and I can't even breathe, and I didn't want to associate with anybody, I didn't want to socialize, I didn't want to do any of those things. And because of all that, the pain became so immense. And as this pain grew, and as the depression grew into clinical depression, and it can be very serious where you're not rational, you're not making the right decisions, you're psychotic, there's things that are going on that you have no control over. You're not going to mite yourself out of this. Yes, you need to have enough determination to go get yourself some help in finding the right doctor, finding the right psychologist. Excuse me. And I think it's very important that you do take little steps every day. I used to tell my friend that I lost to drugs. I was encouraging for 3 years and he was doing very well, but it only takes one time, just like with suicide. It only takes one incident that you could be gone. And he's gone. But he always commended me for when I told him one time that forget about the big list and you want to be there and you want to be in your own place and you want to be successful and and you want to have a good life for yourself. You got to take care of the little list when you're in this pain. And I'm talking this deep pain that it cuts like a knife inside you. And I think people on the other side that are suicidal, they know this. They know this pain I'm talking about. It's like an 800-pound gorilla on your back, and it weighs you down. It causes you physical pain, physical muscle aches. There's so much that's going on, and you're racing, and you're in your mind. You're just repetitive, and then it becomes suicide ideology, and you're getting into that realm, and gets to be very dangerous. But this pain, for me, for my second time, my first time actually, in the mid to late 90s, for a year and a half, this pain wouldn't go away. Okay, this pain was very severe, and I reoccurred in my life again in 2010. after my stepdaughter took a horrific brain injury in a car accident in 2007, which was really devastating to myself and the family. But we pulled through, but I had some issues with the depression again in 10, not as severe as I did in 96, 97, but it was the same monkey. It was the same animal that was on my back. And I said, I gotta, remove this negativity in my life, or it's going to keep occurring. I did become a practicing Buddhist. That's helped me a lot. Not pushing religion on anybody, but it helped me have more determination to be med-free, which I was on 5 medications in 10. Abilify, Zoloft, I mean, you name it, I was on it. And I went to a program finally. I finally took care of that little list. I got up, I washed, I brushed my teeth, I read, I walked, and then I finally said I have to go to a program and associate with other people that are struggling, and then we can relate and heal, and help others heal. Not everybody fares as well, but it's going to take individual effort. And I went to this recovery program because I was deadlocked really bad, and the pain was excruciating again. Climbing 5 flights of stairs, I said, I'm going to climb these stairs so I can physically get myself back into shape. And it really helped. But, getting the right medication, getting the right recovery program, getting the right therapist, getting the right psychologist, these things matter. It's all about getting the right help. You cannot do it by laying in bed and excruciating over and begrudging your life and how life sucks, and it's, you're just going to stay in that realm. I want to inspire people that you can come out of it and live a productive life. So as this pain keeps occurring, you're going to have to take these actions to minimize this pain, because after you work at this for a while and you take the individual action and have that standalone spirit, nobody's going to do this for you. Nobody's responsible for your happiness. Nobody's responsible for your well-being, and nobody's responsible for your health. For you, they're not going to do it for you. Financially, health-wise, and your happiness, it's going to have to come from within. And this is where we get into the victory. See, I am victorious in my life. And it's not like I'm boasting about that. It's more like it feels good. It feels good to be pain-free. You can have this. You can have this pain-free life. You can be happy. And not just because I practice Buddhism. I was starting to do it before I started practicing, where I had to know that you got to stand alone. It ain't about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. It's not about all that. It's not about be tough, and I'm one of the toughest guys on the block. I mean, I'm not the toughest, but I'm tough enough, right? So it's not. I grew up with an Italian family. You couldn't get any tougher than the guys on the corner and things that were happening, But tough is irrelevant. What the issue is the determination inside your heart and your mind to say, I want to get healthy. I want to be victorious. I want to live a productive life. So as you're taking these steps, you have to be patient with yourself. That was one of my, my worst negatives. I couldn't be patient. I want it now. I want it tomorrow, like everybody else. I want it instantaneously, where you have this situation happening in your life where you want it all to change tomorrow, and it's not. It's gonna take effort, like anything else takes effort with schooling or things that you might be doing. Whatever's happening, your job. But this thing, when we're deadlocked and we're not getting out of bed and we're not washing and we're not cleaning ourselves and we want to go kill ourselves, this is a horrible place to be in life. I'm against it. I made mistakes, and I made 2 mistakes. I don't agree with people say that it's a choice. I guess it is. I mean, again, I can't tell people what to do. They want to kill themselves. And when it comes to old age and really bad sickness and you're just living a very low life conditions, your life condition is not high, and you're living in a painful life condition, that's an individual choice. It's hard to really base any decision on that or judge it. I just know that to want to kill yourself, you're missing out, and you're going to miss out. All the things that happened my past 7 to 14 years, 15, 17 years, I would have missed out. I would have missed out of all the good things that happened to me. Yeah, we have our bad, we begrudge. When we begrudge, we get this black cloud over our life, We have to try to keep pushing away those negative feelings. We call them devilish functions in Buddhism, but it's all about the energy of negative energy that's going on. But it's the negative, okay? You got to stay positive. I'm not saying motivate, hey, go out there, be positive tomorrow. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about little baby steps on this list that you're going to have to get to, and then them lists disappear after a while, and you just do it naturally. And the victory keeps coming, and then you get more victorious, and you get more victorious, and then the happiness starts coming back, and then you start engaging. You start having boundaries. You know who you want in your life, who you don't want out of your life. You start making rational choices, not irrational choices, by taking care of yourself too. You want to have victory, you gotta eat properly to a certain point. You gotta sleep good. If you need medication, I'm an advocate for it. The right medication can do a lot for you, and it can get you on this road to victory. And sleeping good, exercising to a certain point, this is a combination that goes on. We do everything else, right? We have to make money, we got to go to work. Why not take care of ourselves, and then the self-love is a real big thing. I had trouble with a lot of that. I think a lot of it comes down to that. We have this self-loathing. Because we made mistakes, or we did things in our relationships, married or not, can't get over the relationship and move on and be able to win in life. So I felt like there was time to make this. I hope everybody had a good 4th and celebrating your freedom, and I definitely want to thank everybody for their likes, their subscribes, passing this word. And when I get out there and I inspirational speak in front of crowds or people, I want to thank all those people that have, helped me move along. My goal is to reduce the suicide rate by 30% and the depression by 30%. Yep, I'm a big dreamer anyway, but now as a Buddhist, I'm even a bigger dreamer. But these dreams can become a reality by just taking my steps I take every day, be it the videos, be it communicating one-on-one, because it's the person right in front of you, that person that's on the other side of the screen. And my motto, I haven't said yet, but I want you to hear it. Your life matters. It matters. And never give up. Even if we fall, we crawl back up again. We step back into it. It does matter. So with that said, I want to read a couple of inspirational passages that I think that would be good for anybody. And the first one is, we must win in life, even if we suffer minor defeats and setbacks along the way. It is important that we triumph in the end, that we strive towards ultimate victory with unceasing effort and courage, with the ardent resolve to definitely win. If we win, we will gain a great sense of fulfillment and joy. And this is what I'm talking about. This is it. The victory is happiness inside. No matter where you are, what environment you're in, you can be happy. Even the people in the worst circumstances are happy, right? And when you look at other examples. But the last thing I'll leave you with here, and till my next video, I try to do at least once a month. I know with the holidays, things have been a little delayed. And, and struggling through my own issues, we all have them. So I'll leave you with this one. Even in times of hardship, the important thing is for each of us to determine that we are the star, the protagonist and hero of our lives, and keep moving forward. Putting ourselves down and shrinking back from the obstacles looming before us spells certain defeat. Though, through making ourselves strong and developing our state of life, we can definitely find a way throughout our lives. We can break through any impasse and surmount any obstacles. We will also be able to lead all those who are suffering to happiness. I'm going to leave you with that, because that's the victory. not the money, not anything else. It's your health and your happiness. My name's Dan Pelly, inspirational speaker, and I hope anything in this video helped that other person on the other side of the screen to always remember, and don't go down that road because it could be the end. And you have a lot to live for. Your life matters. Never give up. Catch you on the next video. Thank you.